Anyway.
Hello.
First say hello. Have you ever been in a group chat where there's things that's happening in front of you, but you don't want to say nothing because you don't want to be insensitive? So you wait for that one person to say something, and then everybody starts saying something. Have you ever been in that kind of group chat?
Yeah.
All right, so that's what happened to me today. Like, in my group chat of friends, something has been going on for a month, but no one said nothing until somebody said something.
Why didn't y'all say something though? Y'all was afraid?
I wasn't afraid. I just don't want that karma on me. So I don't want nobody, like, bringing shit back to me because this is something that's literally happening in front of us. But now this person said something, now the floodgates are open. So everybody's saying something. I didn't say nothing. I still shut my mouth, so I'm good.
You just laughing?
Yeah, I'm just laughing. I'm laughing outside the chat. I'm not laughing inside the chat. I can't do that. That's wild. Them niggas is wild.
I can't.
But anyway, introduce us, please.
Hello. Welcome to Hypothetically Podcast. I am your co-host, Shelly.
I'm sorry. I'm reading the chat. J-23.
Do y'all see why I don't want him on the phone while we're recording?
But it's a funny chat. It's a funny chat. Like, you ever greet somebody and you realize there's something fucked up with them, and then you just try to keep it normal, but then when you see, like, what the fuck? Oh, so what's going on, man? Like, if somebody wears something crazy.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we go to a lot of balls, and niggas be having the craziest shit on. Some ladies too, but niggas be having the craziest shit on. You be like, oh, what's going on? What the fuck is going on here? You be like, damn. But yeah.
Oh, all right. So, what is the roses and the... I can never say that word. The roses and thorns of your week.
So how's our week been, pretty much?
Yes.
I've been nonstop work. That's it. Nonstop work. I'm trying to get this new equipment. I'm trying to hear back because it's going to be hopefully one large purchase that we can upgrade it so we can sound better on this platform. We can sound better on the guys' platform. And just keep giving you guys content. So I've been working on that. Just been working nonstop, 9 to 5, 9 to 9, 10 to 9, 3 to 9, whatever shift they're giving me, I'm taking. Around this time, my job kind of picks up. But as far as like roses, I'm good. That's why I'll say the roses. I'm good. I'm finally, not even fine. I'm just getting to a point where I'm just like, all right, stop being upset or sad about whatever. Just start being grateful. You know, it's June, sort of. We've had an interesting weather. You know, we had a little smoke-apocalypse. I can say a smoke-apocalypse.
You were wild with your tweet. Wild. You see, I didn't say anything to you about it. You were wild.
I wasn't the only one who said that.
I know, but you were wild.
I was wild. I might have been like one of the first people to say, like, I know he up there smoking hookah. But whatever. I won't repeat it. It's all good. But other than that, yeah, I've just been concentrating on being happier. That's all. Concentrating on being happier. What about you?
It's been interesting. Last week wasn't the best week. But life happens, and I have to stay strong for my friends. So pushing through that and just being a rock as much as I can. I don't think it really like hit me as much, but I have moments.
Right.
But just been battling with that, holding strong, and my roses. My little cousin went to prom today, and she looked so cute. It was her, and then the guy that I posted is he goes to my church. So I had two little ones go to prom today, and it just brought back some memories.
Oh, they went together?
No, separate.
Oh, separate. I thought it was like.
Nah, they just had the same type of display.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
No, they went separately, but it was so cute. It just brought me back to like high school, and I just cannot. It can't wrap around my mind that I'm about to hit my 10-year.
Did you go to your prom?
I did.
You did?
I did.
Fun fact about me, I
didn't. Really? My sister didn't go to prom either.
Yeah.
But I went to prom.
Yeah, it was
Honestly, though, prom is really like the prep. Once the day come and after you take all the pictures, you're like, all right, let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it
so, but yeah, just and the other rose is kind of like finally relaxing. So basketball is done. I mean, I still go here and there, but it's not as much.
It's not as crazy.
So I'm really back to like a regular person. I have one job now, and I'm trying to like pack in seeing my friends and family. So I've been setting like lunch dates and dinner dates and stuff like that. But yeah, just trying to get back in my regular flow. You know, ready to be outside, not in.
Makes sense. Outside, not in. I see a lot of people outside, ready to burst through the seams.
Right.
June seems to do that to people, which is cool. And, you know, June being my second favorite month. You gotta see people outside. I mean, couldn't tell the last few days.
No, last few days was
Been kind of crazy.
Different
with the smoke from the Canadian fires. Supposedly, I'm playing. But
I mean, supposedly, because I ain't really seen nobody post the Canadian.
Well, yeah, that's
fire.
what people have been saying. People are like, well, what fire you guys are talking about?
Yeah, I haven't seen
but
no fire.
it smells like fire. It smells like what
I mean,
fire?
I did call my cousin in Canada. He said there are fires, but yeah, I mean, I just don't understand how the wind blows it so hard that it.
Well, they're up top.
I know.
Yeah, so kind of makes sense. But I'm kind of with people at the same time. Like, what fire?
Yeah.
I don't see no video. I don't see nothing burn. And not that I want to see anything burning. You know, people could lose their lives and shit like that. But I didn't see nothing burn. You know, when I'm sitting in the car, I wake up, the world is orange.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo,
It was a little scary.
I thought it was pretty cool. But at the same time, I was like, yeah, so it's also, it didn't scare me. It was just like, it just looked like the zombies are next. Like, they're about to roll up and be like, yeah, we eating humans now. Like, what's up, man? So that's what it felt like to me. But like they say, stay indoors, keep yourself safe, wear a mask if you want. This stuff can hurt you down the line. That's all. That's what they were talking about.
I seen this one TikTok, and the guy was like, "I'm not wearing no mask because when that 3 a.m. commercial come on about who can be compensated, that will be me." So I was like, "Oh, niggas is taking this as a joke. Like
there's
this
another,
is not a
there's another
joke."
video going around where the guy is. It's the funniest shit.
Oh, with the mask one that you sent me.
Yeah. Oh my god. He was like, "Yo, I love y'all. I love y'all." He walked and said, "Them niggas are not gonna make it. We gotta get the fuck out of here." And then he's practicing how to shoot the zombies behind him. He's just like doing this.
Yo, I
said,
cannot, yo.
People do not take. Well, black people don't take nothing seriously. Yo.
Not at all.
Nothing seriously, man. Because all I saw was just like people. It went from like worry straight to jokes, like so fast. And even yours truly, I don't care. I'm a joke too, but. Yo, we take nothing seriously.
At all.
Nothing, man. But
on the good side, we have some exciting things coming up for you guys. We just got this new LED light that I can't wait to put in the background as display. We have outside events. There's like two brunches right now. There's Money Mike and Smooth Keys brunch. It's called what was it? Mimosa. Baddies
I know it's at Lit 21.
I think it's Baddies and Mimosas.
Baddies and Mimosas.
Or Mimosas and Baddies.
Lit
that is
21,
June 25th. Make sure you guys pop out. Lit 21. It's going to be a vibe. And then we have our brunch that we are hosting with DJ Vit, which is called It's an Epic Vibe. ... Hypothetically. That is July 30th. So get your tickets now.
This is all Shelly. With all the
you need to stop doing that.
With the brunch. Listen.
It's a group thing.
And guys, it is not a live show. I know some people have been hitting me up in my
really?
Like, is this a live? Like, no, it's not live. Like,
not yet, y'all.
Shout out to my team. They've been pushing me like, oh, you should do a live show there. I was like, no. And then I started getting DMs from people like, oh, it's gonna be a live show. It's gonna be a live show brunch. I said, listen, that's a great idea. I'm not ready for all that yet. And I've done live shows.
I've been pushing him too, guys.
Yeah, I've done live shows. Shout out to Journey, who gave me the pleasure of doing 2 live shows with her, and definitely got my wings got my wings under me, so I can do it. I know I can do it. I don't want to do it yet because I really want to put on a very, very good show. You know what I'm saying?
It's coming soon, y'all.
And like I said, I've been talking to a few people about a few ideas. I'm gonna have something real special for y'all. It will not happen this year. I'll tell you that right now. It will definitely probably happen next year. When I can have everybody under the same roof, we're going to do it. But this is not a live show. This is a brunch. This is a vibe. Ladies, please come out. Fellas, I know y'all gonna come out because y'all ain't got nothing to do. But ladies, please come out. Please come out. I've already sold a few tickets already, which is kind of crazy. I say, here's the link. Do what you got to do. People already signing up. Please don't let the $60 fee scare you.
Yeah. Okay, let me explain that because definitely somebody asked me today. They're like, do I have to pay $60 and the $30? Once you pay the $60, you're in for the whole day. You're in for the brunch. You're in for the after party. You're in for the vibe.
That's it.
You don't have to pay no other fee unless you want to add on food or add on drinks. Once you pay that $60 fee, you have 2 hours of endless mimosas and in a meal, which the menu will be provided at the brunch. So
Hookah is separate.
Hookah is separate. Hookah's always separate though. Y'all should know that.
Y'all should know that. You know hookah is always.
But grab your girls, grab your guys. We have that Money Mike brunch June 25th. Mm-hmm. We have DJ OK pool party July 4th. We have brunch July 30th and then Compa Code August 20th.
Yes.
Listen, y'all. Outside is outside, and if you don't come to these events, that is your problem.
At least come to one event.
At least come to one event.
The hypothetical brunch. But come to one event. It's fine. But
trust me, I promise you guys, it's going to be a good
There's no
time.
excuse to be inside. Like, don't get me wrong. I like being a homebody. I like being outside too. I'm both. I'm the best of both worlds.
Also too, I almost forgot because I've been going every Tuesday. Every Tuesday. After a long day of work, come and grab a drink at Mr. East with DJ Vit. Well, okay, it's playing this Tuesday. But come and catch a vibe with DJ Vit at Epic Tuesdays. It's something chill. It's not like a party. It's literally like a happy hour. Just come, decompress, grab a drink, watch the game, vibe out with your friends.
Yes, come through. It's a very, very good
Listen,
event.
y'all, we adults now. We have real life problems.
Yeah.
One drink won't kill us. It's okay. You don't have to get drunk. Just come and grab a drink. Come and grab a meal. Get some laughing.
But if you want to get drunk, you can do that too. Just know we're watching. Shout out to my boy Barlos. He just had his Barlos event, his yearly event.
Oh, that was the outside where everybody was wearing a coat.
Oh my God.
Everybody was wearing a coat.
But that's how you know the man put on a very good show. People still came out.
Right.
And it was a vibe. And like I said in my videos, niggas was drunk. Niggas was drunk.
Because everybody was outside for a minute.
I got there super late because I came off work. But when I got there, I tried to play catch up. And I realized, nope, not doing this. I'm going to have my one drink. And great vibes. Outdoors. Bottles make some great drinks. And it was BYOB, which was even more turned up. Shout out to you, my guy. Great event. But yeah, we're promoting a lot, guys. Because, it's
Listen, at the end of the day, my whole point and my whole goal is to support everybody. We are all black. We are all struggling. We are all here to support. Matter of fact, the people every person that we just named is Haitian.
Yes.
We are all black Haitian. We come from the same land. We're all struggling in our land. We're going to support each other. And, I don't like being outside. People think I'm outside. I'm not really as outside as y'all think I am. But I am going to all those events. So, you will see me.
I'm going to try to be at all those events.
Yeah, him with his work schedule. But I'm going to support everyone as much as I can because support is what's going to push us, keep us going.
Support is only going to get us from point A to B all the way down the alphabet. But we can't be against each other. There's no need to be against each other, be petty with each other, be all this. I can attend your event, you can attend my event. Right. And we can all be and on one day we can collide and make
one big
crazy
behind event.
That's what I really want. I want all the guys always we transform like Avengers. I just put two movies together.
We would need a big behind spot for that.
I'm telling you, it would be such a live, and maybe I'll do the live there. I don't know, but we'll see. But again, everybody got to support each other.
Pop out. Yeah. But with all those events being said, I got a question.
Yes, ma'am. Shoot.
And I'm sorry, ladies. I love you guys.
Here comes the bus.
I love you, ladies.
Here comes the bus.
But we do this more than men do. Don't get me wrong. Some men do it. But the ladies tend to do it more because I've done it myself. Why do people always try to change the narrative of a situation? Let me elaborate. If a guy says, I don't like you, or you are not my type, why do we tend to try even harder to change his mind so that we can be the one for him? Vice versa. a guy could, a lady could be like, yo, you're not my type. We could just stay friends. And he will continue to try his hardest to change the narrative. Why is that a thing? Like, why do we do that? And then we get mad when the situation doesn't end in our favor.
Well, I can't speak for the women, but the only analysis I can have for the women is like, I noticed that women do not like rejection. So when a guy says, I don't want to do this with you,
it's always why.
It's always why. It's never just like, you can't just take an L and just go away. It's always, well, I like you, or why not me, or you missing out on a good girl, or, I'm a bad bitch, and, I work, I got my own money, blah, blah, blah. It turns into like explanations. And maybe that guy just don't like you like that, and then you just have to be okay with that. Like, I know that to hear that sucks, because I know at the end of the day, like, men have to go after women, but like I said, it's a little different now. Women want dicks, so y'all want to go after the guys and do these things. You're gonna have to take an L like a guy. That's it. If the tables are slowly turning, if masculinity is reversing to the women, if all this other whatever nuanced shit we're talking about nowadays. Hey ladies, you want to be head of the household? You gotta learn how to get rejected like the head of a household. You gotta learn how to take that L. And I notice like women throw temper tantrums. They call guys out. They'll call them sassy, suspect, gay, even the big F word. I'm not gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? They'll say all that stuff because the guy just simply is like, yo, sweetheart, I'm not interested in you. I don't like you. I think that guy's doing you a service by telling you that.
Right. But that's the thing, though. Girls be like, oh, just tell me the truth. And then when they get the truth, it's like, that's not the truth. Mm-hmm. I'll say for me, because like I said, I'm very transparent with, how I move and whatever. Right. I've done that where it's like I've tried to change like a narrative of a situation. And the reason why I think that I did it was just like, let me not say change the narrative, but me asking the questions as to like why is really, well, for me, was genuinely trying to understand like, okay, let me see where your mind is. Let me see what you're looking for. And let me see if I could be a yes. What do they call that thing? A yes
woman.
Yes woman. Let me see if I could be a yes woman, right?
Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense, because it's like if you don't like this particular thing or this particular person or whatever it is, you have your reasons to not like it.
I know, but like you said, some people just don't want to hear no.
Yeah, don't want to hear no. Yeah, I understand that.
So my thing was like, when me with asking the questions, it was my self-esteem. So it was just like, okay, let me see if it's like, if I don't look good enough, if it's the way that I dress, if like, it was always me trying to like distinguish. Please, not even really please, but it's just like wondering, what can I do better, right? Well, I guess you could say please, but what can I do better? What is the low self-esteem? If it's my low self-esteem and attacking like, the mindset. And that's what it was. It was just like, I'm not confident enough in myself to be like, okay, you don't like me, I'm going to just move on. It's always like, I'm going to try to fix myself. Because you always see a flaw in yourself. I'm going to fix myself in order to see, like, if I change it, then he'll see me as the way he should see me.
I'm not saying guys are better with rejection, because I've seen some niggas go super crazy, call women out their names, say all the kinds of shit, and go on Instagram and cry about it, or sub people or whatever. But I do see more guys take the L better than girls. That's just my experience. I can't speak for everybody. That's just my experience. But as a guy, when I hear no, I'm good. That's it. Oh, you're not interested, and I don't even shoot. If we get to a point where like I thought something was gonna happen, and then you telling me, oh, that's not what you're thinking, all right, cool. I'll leave it alone. And I'll act like it never happened.
Right.
I just keep it moving. I'm just trained to go like that because I've been rejected before in the past, and maybe that's like a trauma or a scar that I have, but I'm like, you know what? I don't like this feeling. I don't like how I feel. I'm not gonna do this anymore. I'm good.
Well,
I'm gonna wait till we vibe, and then I'm gonna read the vibes, and then either I'm gonna go for it or not go for it. Right. But I know as a man, like especially as a 40-year-old man, like I know how to read the room with women.
Right.
If you're smart, if you're a man with eyes and ears, you gonna read the room. You gonna know like, all right, shorty not really feeling me. She not trying to come home with me or take out on a drink or spend time with me. Like, you already, as a guy, you know. So what I don't understand about some guys is that if shorty's is not giving you the vibes, if shorty is not feeling you, if shorty's not don't want to spend time with you, and it's always the, like, she's putting you in the friend zone, and she's telling you things that you don't want to hear. Why do you continue to persist with this woman? It's like the Urkel syndrome. Like Urkel trying to walk down Laura. How many seasons? 8 seasons?
A lot.
I'm like, bro, like 8 years?
Until he changed himself, then she started seeing it, but then she realized that's not what she wanted.
Right. But that's a fairy tale. That doesn't happen.
But I think I've reached a new era where it's like, okay, how can I say it without sounding crazy? Right. So I reached it, not you.
Go ahead. Really? Yeah, I just came from work.
Oh my gosh. So I think I reached a new era where it's like my confidence is getting a little bit better. People are pursuing me, but it's really not what I'm looking for yet. So like I put myself in the shoes. So it's like I was just talking to one of my friends today, and I was basically telling her like, why is it? Let me see, how did I say it? Why is it that people don't realize? So like you're always chasing someone while someone's chasing you. So if you don't like the way that the person is chasing you, why do you continue to chase another person? Because the same way that person is bothering you, you're bothering another person.
I remember writing something like that, like the person I like somebody else, and the person that likes me, someone likes them. Someone likes them. So it's so now the mindset that I have is if I like somebody, right, and I express the way I feel and they don't feel the same way, I leave it at that, because it's just like I have someone that's in my phone that I don't really like that, and I'm trying to tell them like, yo, respectfully, I don't like you without really hurting their feelings, so I need to like not be that annoying person that's always, you know what I'm saying? Right. So I put myself in that situation. In their shoes, yeah. So because once you put yourself in that situation, you start seeing things like totally differently. Right. So I need everyone to start doing that. Like, yo, if you're pursuing someone and they don't like you, imagine how someone that's trying to pursue you is bugging you. I don't think people that smart.
That shit is so annoying though.
I don't think people that smart.
Like if I'm repeatedly telling you like, yo, if I tell you nicely, rudely, mean, like
some people
caring,
don't.
like
some shells.
I don't even know how else to do it.
Some people don't get it. There's ways of doing it. You could pursue somebody for years and be smooth about it. You ain't got to be like all in their face. You could be super smooth about it. Super smooth about it. But you ain't got to be like, yo, what you doing today? Let me bring you food today. Let's go out. Let's do this. Let's do that. And then you keep hearing, no.
And they still
keep coming like, yo, bro. Yeah, I don't know if you know, my nigga, but you are not being felt on. She is not loyal to you. Somebody else, she wants somebody else, or she wants nobody. And if she does want somebody, it ain't you. You gotta be aware enough to be like, yo, I can't do this shit anymore to myself.
Yeah, I reached that point in my life.
And I know niggas be dying inside. They don't want to admit it. Nigga, you dying inside. You are dying inside.
Most definitely.
Stop pursuing women that don't want you back. And it's my old good old saying, like who like you back. It's easier that way. Most couples and most married people I know, most people who have great families, it start with the man and woman and start with like, yo, we loved each other, we liked each other, we were feeling each other.
But then people don't understand too, like it is so important to build. Oh, that sounds way better. It is so much, and it is so important. Like I think this generation is missing the key point of a foundation of a relationship. Yo, it starts with a friendship. You cannot be with someone, like if you can't be friends with someone, how can you be with them?
You see what Zion going through right now?
He dumb. He's just dumb.
That's not his friend.
Because
that's not his friend.
That was a dumb move, yo.
That's not his friend.
That was a very dumb move.
All jokes aside, that's how you know you can't, like Shelly said, be friends with your partner first, because that's what the trust begins. That's what the trust starts. And you see how mistrusting people act like.
And you have to be real with yourself too, because some friendships tell you a lot. Right. Like, I know we had the 21 questions, and like I went back and I'm listening to it and I'm like, I should have said a different answer. The benefit that came out of friendship with me and Jean is the way that Jean actually treats me as a friend. Like, I say this all the time, Sully and Jean spoil me a lot. So when I get into an actual relationship, y'all can't just be out here playing with me. I'm very spoiled. I am very spoiled. Even with my sister and my little brother, I am spoiled. So y'all not about to come up in here, and my father too, even though he get on my nerves sometimes, and my mother. But y'all can't come up in here and think like, yo, that's why it seems as if me and Gene are very close, because Gene actually respects our friendship. If you don't have respect for your friend, how are you planning to be with someone?
Right.
You have to know how to treat your friend in order to be in a relationship with someone. You have to be able to talk to the person. You have to be able to trust the person. You have to be able to be mad at the you have to be angry with your person. Like, you can't just be happy all the time. Life is not about being happy. But if you cannot have a sustainable friendship, how is that going to work?
Nobody knows how that works. Because all I know is that if you can be great at friendship, you can be great at relationships. But you have to take some of the same basic qualities into your relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like Shelly said, trust, loyalty, communication. Like, some of us are better, like, this generation's crazy. Some of us are actually better friends than we are better boyfriends / girlfriends.
Yes.
Why?
And some people don't realize, like, you have to start with the friendship before you become best friends. You're actually friends. You don't just, the first day is, oh, that's my best friend. No, you gotta start as acquaintances, then friendship, then best friend, then it's steps to these things. Like, you can't just build a house without a foundation, y'all know that, right?
I always ask why are some of y'all the greatest friends in the world? Some of y'all are terrible partners. Terrible. You would do anything if you with your niggas, if you with your homeboys, you'll do anything with them. You'll be excited to see them. You'll spend time with them. You said, niggas, fellas, this is why the ladies think we're gay. Because, and shout out to that community. I don't want to beef with y'all, but this is why ladies think we're gay. Because when we see our boys, we get excited. We plan things.
And there's nothing wrong with that, though.
There's nothing wrong with that, yeah. But why can't we do the same for our lady?
Right.
The lady that we actually come home. The lady that's going to take care of us after we get fucked up with our boys. We're going to take our head, put it over the toilet to make sure we throw up in the toilet. And then take our clothes off.
When I get that one little cough.
Right.
She going to be the one taking care of y'all.
Because our boys not going to come over and take care of us. And if you and your boys have that relationship, and whatever, you need to probably reassess some things. But other than that, why do we not treat our partners better?
And another thing, too, is like, with treating the partner better than the friends, it's like, that also comes with balancing out when you are in a relationship with your friends.
Right.
Like, Sally, that's my best friend. She's in a relationship. We have our moments, but I also respect the times when, even though she has a day off, she has to be with her man. Like, I'm not about to be like, oh, how come you not? No. At the end of the day, I can't, give Sally what I can't give Sally what she needs to satisfy her. That is Mitch's job. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I can be there sometimes to hang. That's why even sometimes when they go out, it's like, she's like, you want to come hang? And I'm like, no, it's okay. Just make it just make it a date night. Like, I'm okay. And it's okay to say no. And sometimes I can hang out with them, but it's not like,
not all the time.
Yeah, like, y'all have to, there's boundaries. That's another topic that we're going to have to probably hit on. Boundaries. Right, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I always see, like, people get in relationships and then, like, their friendships get strained. I'm like, why is the friendship strained? Oh, I feel since you had a girlfriend or since you had a boyfriend, we've been spending less time. Yeah, nigga, I'm with somebody. I'm trying to fall in love with them. Like, I'm trying to build with them. Like, we're still friends. We're good. And, don't be that jealous friend. Don't be that person. You sound crazy when you be like, oh, I don't see my friend no more, blah, blah, blah. They need Mama need a life, too.
And it's okay to sometimes express that. Like, one time I did such a, like, hey, I miss my best friend. But you don't gotta be doing that all the time. Like, right.
I miss the shit out of Mitch. Sometimes I tear up a little. But but I get it. I get it. This is like the first time in a long time he's been in a relationship, and I remember when he was there when I was in my relationship. And he would be like, yo, what are you doing? I'd be like, I'm with my girls. Like, and he'd be like, all right. Have a good night, man. And I'd be like, what's wrong, man? It's like, oh, I'm having a tough day. I want to hang. I'm like, all right, don't worry. I can make time. That's communicating. That's not hating. You know what I'm saying? But some of y'all hate y'all friends in a relationship. Some of y'all really like that.
I don't get it.
I don't get it. When my friends in a relationship, I love it. One less thing to worry about. Don't mean I don't miss you, but one less thing to worry about. Oh, you got somebody to take care of you? Cool. No problem.
You got to tell me twice.
And I'm good. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, just treat just like you treat your friends, treat your girlfriend, treat your significant other. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if you are that friend that has that friend as a relationship, give them grace, give them space. Let them be with their partner. Let them Let them cohabitate with their people.
Yeah, let them be in love.
Let them be in love, man. And don't be jealous of their life. If you are jealous of your friend being in love, you have issues.
You gotta consult yourself.
Yeah, you gotta go to therapy, go to counseling, seek God or something, man. Or go out and find your own partner. I don't know. But you shouldn't be jealous of your person, of your friend doing them. Like this was that's so fucking stupid.
Do you think that girls... Okay, which one do you think is more of? Do you think girls are more allergic to accountability? You didn't even hear the second part yet.
Girls, I don't know what the fuck accountability.
Wait, hold on. Let me ask the second part. You didn't even hear the second part.
Right.
Do you think that girls are more allergic to accountability versus guys being more allergic to being in a relationship?
Shit, that's a good one.
Yeah, I know. That's why I say you gotta let me finish.
But I know. I actually know more guys in relationships than girls.
Well, let's say that this generation is a little, backwards.
Yeah.
It's a little
I know
backwards.
more guys in relationships than girls. Are girls related? Not really. Are allergic to accountability? Yes. I'm not saying all. I don't want to generalize, but I notice women don't really take the blame when it comes to certain things that happen in a relationship. And I'm like...
Like what? Let's talk about it.
I don't have anything specific.
Yo, this is such a sidebar. Hold on, y'all. Gene is discomfortable because he just got some new sneakers. And he is super
excited.
He is so excited.
Let me tell you something about these sneakers. I forgot what they call the Metcons.
They are training shoes.
They are awesome.
And
they are
he
awesome.
is, look at him, he's in full dad mode.
You
did?
Awesome.
No, you didn't.
I went to sleep with them last night. These shits is fire.
That's why he's trying to like, you're like in full dad mode right now.
I'm comfortable, man. I'm in my 40 era.
Oh my god.
I'm in my 40 era, whatever. Everything's a fucking era, so I'm in my 40 era.
But yeah, go ahead with your. Go ahead with. Why do you think? What do girls usually, or what have you experienced that girls have done in a relationship that they don't take accountability for? Let's say it like that.
Let me see. In my experience,
or stories that you've heard.
Some women are terrible with effort, and when I mean effort, I mean like if that man takes you out like twice a month, hands you his money, he pays for your maintenance. For whatever reason, when his birthday comes, nothing happens. Or if like Father's Day is about to come up, we all know Father's Day is a piece of shit holiday because it's not celebrated like Mother's Day. Like they say, Mother's Day is the second celebrated holiday of the year. Father's Day is like in the bottom 40. That lets you know, as a man, you don't really get appreciated. And I'm like, and I always ask women like, how do you appreciate your man? Well, he has me. I'm like, sweetheart, that's not enough. He can get. I'm not trying to be funny. He can get another.
Yeah, he can.
You know what I'm saying? If he got you, what makes you think he can't get somebody else? You're expendable. I'm not trying to be funny when I say that. You're expendable, especially if you don't appreciate him. Because I've been around women who appreciate me and they've done great things, but I've also been around women who've done nothing, who take. And I've been around women who give me a mix of both, where some days they're on, some days they're off. You know what I'm saying? Some days they got it right, some days they got it wrong. But my thing is like the accountability is like with the effort part. Like, why do women do not take accountability for effort? Sometimes y'all think what y'all doing is good enough. And I'm not saying a man is looking for like soft error or none of that kind of shit. But appreciate your nigga if he's doing something good for you. You know what I'm saying? Like if he gave you nail money, maybe, buy him his favorite meal like 2 weeks down the line. Or, wash his car or something. Or do something. Just don't exist. You got to do more than exist. I hate when girls be like, oh, he got me. No, sweetheart. He needs more than you. You know what I'm saying? Men go out, and like I said today, they go out, they go to war, and they go die. That's what y'all want us to do. And then y'all want us to hand us our money. We need something in return for that. It's not just your presence, your beauty, sex, and all that other stuff. There's a little more to it. A little bit more to it. You know what I'm saying? And because that man is going out there working to death. That the least he could do is appreciate him somehow, some way. Don't do nothing, but if you're gonna do something, do more. Do something more than usual.
I seen this TikTok. Yeah, I'm on TikTok a lot, guys. I be blowing up Gene's phone and he be ignoring me.
TikToks.
But I was on TikTok the other day and it was a guy and He has a wife and a daughter. And he comes on TikTok and he's like, you think that I'm about to leave this for y'all on the street? So every morning, his wife puts out his uniform, makes him lunch, and prepare, like, you know, his day stuff. So he just wakes up, he has his breakfast, he has his lunch packed, he has his clothes prepared, iron, all of that, and he just got to get up and go to work.
Right.
So he's like, y'all think I'm about to just mess this up? Like, y'all think I'm about to mess this up? Like, I'm going to work for them.
Some guys will mess it up.
Some guys will. But he's like, I'm going to work for them. So the fact that she even, because he wakes up, I think he woke up at like 5, so she wakes up at like 4, prepares it, and then go back to sleep, and then wakes up to get the daughter ready for school.
Right.
But it's just sometimes it's literally like the littlest thing. Like that right there kind of just made his whole day.
Are
like,
you willing to do that?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah.
Really? Really?
Me?
Wow.
What? That's why I be telling people, like, when I when I like somebody or when I love somebody, I'm doing like, that's why I don't know if anybody ever peeps, but when people when we get into the topics of like submission or like I'm not doing this for my man or this or I'm not cooking it, I stay quiet because I'm doing all of that.
I'm doing all that.
I'm doing like cause me, I'm the person that I'm active service. Like I like to service in order for me to show how I feel about you. So like
So what's your love language?
It's active service and quality time.
Quality time.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
So like I don't really like people to do for me. I really am the giver.
Right.
I don't like to receive. But like I'm cooking. Like I like to cook and I like to clean in my house right now. Like period. That's like if I'm in the kitchen, yeah, don't bother me. If I'm in cleaning mode, I'm in cleaning mode. Like I'm cleaning everything.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
What made you become okay with that? Because I'm pretty sure your peers would throw shade at you for saying stuff like that. Because these new women, not everybody, but these new women, I feel like they don't want to be soft, or they're afraid of being soft for the wrong man, which is okay.
Right.
But I feel like it's more advertised that I got my own money, I got my own, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm not doing that for a man unless he's doing X, Y, and Z for me.
Honestly,
because you're just saying it openly. You're saying it like, yo,
yeah.
I just gotta love you, you gotta love me, and we good.
We good.
Right?
Yeah.
Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't.
New women are like, no, the nigga gotta make $500,000 a year. Mm-mm. He gotta be 6'5". He's gotta have his beard, gotta connect. He gotta have no kids. He gotta have his own place. He got all these prerequisites before they can do the submissive things. So
honestly, my parents are still together.
Right. So what I'm trying to figure out is like, where did you get your? I've
seen enough
way of thinking.
Couples that it works.
Right.
The old way.
Right.
So it's like with me, I don't. To be honest with you, I don't even know how to really answer that question. I don't know what triggered. Like I'm the type that I'm gonna end up like, if I go out, I'm willing to pay. I'm the independent, and I'm also willing to do it. I'm also like I feel like I'm everything in one.
Right.
Like when I go out, I don't really like people paying for me. Like I feel like whenever you pay for me, I have to pay you back, and I don't like that.
That's weird because what you just said, like I don't like people paying for me. The women who will not submit to a man sound like you. Sound like, I'm not saying that exactly. Sound like you. But you're willing to submit to a man as long as he's loyal to you. You're loyal to him. And y'all in a relationship. Point blank. Period. So it doesn't matter what he's coming with. I mean, he's got to come with something, but he can't come with nothing. But he doesn't have to come with.
I mean, you can't like be a bum.
Right. Nobody wants a bum. Yeah.
Yeah. But like, if you're working and I'm working.
Right.
And
that's good enough for you.
Yeah, like if you're working, I'm working. You show me respect, I show you respect. You show me love, I show you love. You support me, I support you. We're gonna. You communicate, I communicate. We're gonna be good.
Okay.
Like I said, I don't know where I really got it from, but like I've never been the type to be like, you know, I got all these high standard things,
which is okay. I'm not.
I'm not down to listen. Y'all could do whatever makes y'all happy.
Just know that.
But for me,
personally, I feel like one result's going to get you married, the other result's going to get you 50 in cats. It's just my personal opinion. That's it. But go ahead.
With me, like, I don't know if I can ever be an at-home wife. Maybe, but that's not like my goal.
Right.
I like to be around sports. I like to, I love my basketball team, so I like to be around sports. But I also don't mind like going to work, coming home, cooking a meal for the family. Setting days to clean, do laundry. Like, I don't mind.
No matter how tiring that sounds.
No, like,
because you know what my theory is. My theory is like the women who say they don't want to do that. I think they're projecting and suffering from trauma from what they saw with their mothers.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Especially like in the Haitian household,
right?
And I know my Caribbean and my African family can attest to this.
Yeah,
I feel like because they saw that their mother go through, cooking, cleaning, all that stuff, taking care of the house. But what I always try to figure out, I'm like, well, your mother was taking care of you too, right?
Right.
So
how does that work out?
How does that work out if you're not willing to do these things for your husband? Because it doesn't scare me, but I feel like, is this going to be the same energy you're going to give your husband?
Right.
The man who gets on one knee and says, "Hey, marry me." Like,
I don't know. I
you
just,
know what I'm saying?
I'm sitting here really trying to think of like where this mindset came from, and I really don't know. But like,
because that's unique.
Yeah,
I don't hear girls say that. I be on it.
Like, don't get me wrong. If I come home and my man cook me a meal, I'm gonna be happy.
Right, you're gonna be happy.
But I also don't mind coming home. Like, imagine you coming home to your house and you got a husband and some kids. Like, that is my ultimate, like,
right.
That's my ultimate dream.
But I feel like, and I'm not killing the women, but this is just my personal critique. I feel like women don't really see that bigger picture when they say, "I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that."
Because the way that, like you always say, go ahead.
The new trend I'm seeing now, last couple of years I've been hearing a woman say that. Now the new trend, the last couple months, we don't want to do that no more. We want to give it back. We want the soft life.
Oh.
And I'm like, which one is it?
Yeah.
Because I feel like, obviously women could do more. You know what I'm saying? Way more. Getting more money, getting more jobs, starting more. And I want that for y'all. But I feel like sometimes y'all don't understand what y'all asking for.
Yeah. Because it's like we want the cake and eat it too.
Yeah, you want the cake and eat it too. I'm like, well, with this cake come, the issues that men deal with, like, rejection, waiting, loneliness, being by yourself a lot, working your ass to the bone, lack of rest, This is what a man's like. Like me, a good hard-working man is. Yeah. Is life.
Like me, I like the feeling that people can count on me to be there.
Right.
Like, that makes me feel like, okay, I'm doing something good with myself. Like, people actually can depend on me to get this done, and they also believe that I could get it done.
Right.
So, like, I don't know. The cooking and the cleaning and not saying like it's a housemaid or like, I'm going to be doing it all the time. Mm-hmm. And this is a conversation that I also had with my mom too. It's just like, if he cooks sometimes, I could cook sometimes. If he cleans sometimes, like the way my parents worked is like, if one do one thing, the other, like my father, he used to, my mom used to work and cook. He used to go do laundry on the weekends. He'll bring me and my sister, because we had a laundromat like down the street from my house. He used to just, all right, let's go do laundry while your mom like either relax or she has to work, or whatever the case is. Yeah, or like sometimes if my mom is tired and she can't cook, my dad's gonna cook. Not saying he cooks all the time, but like he'll either make the rice and my mom makes the sauce, the chicken sauce or whatever. But it was always like, a combined thing. Like my mom is so spoiled too, but like, if my mom cooks, my dad go buy the groceries. Like, my mom, she'll call my dad about 50,000 times a day. Like, oh, can you buy this? He's like, yo, stop calling me. But he's going to do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, he'll buy the groceries, she'll cook the meal. Or it's always, it's not always the load on one person. It's, even though they may scream at each other, they may fist and fight, but at the end of the day, it's always going to be a teamwork. Mm-hmm. It always works as a team.
So do you believe in gender roles?
I don't want to sound crazy, but the gender roles to me is like, what do you consider the gender roles? So the woman cooks and cleans, and the man works.
You see a roach, who you want to kill the roach, or you want your man to kill the roach?
It depends on how big the roach is.
if the garbage is full, you want to take out the garbage, or he got to take out the garbage?
See, okay.
If there's a burglar in the house, you want to go out with the bat, or he got to go out with the bat?
I mean, I can, but I would like, for him to be like, yo, chill, I got this.
Right.
So I believe the gender roles to an extent.
Right.
So like I said, in my house, it's always like a teamwork type of thing. Like the garbage, we don't have no brothers, so it's me, my sister, my mom, and my father. So it's whoever's walking out the house, you just grab the garbage and go.
Right.
So my dad, he usually just be like, cause my dad, he wakes up at 3 a.m. to start work, so he usually is the first person out the house, so he usually grabs it and go. But yeah, like my thing, whenever I used to talk to, not whenever I used to, I still talk to guys, but when I used to start dating a guy, I used to always tell him, look, I'll handle everything in the world, but when it comes to my car, that's your responsibility. Because my father handles everything. The only thing I do with my car is a car wash.
So you do believe in gender roles?
To a certain extent.
To a certain extent.
Yeah.
To what Shelly thinks.
No, not even to what Shelly thinks, but like you said, the garbage. I think whoever leaves the house first can take the garbage out. But like when it comes to like car stuff, I should know about car things. I can know about car things. I choose not to know about car things. I feel like that.
That should be a guy.
Yeah, the guy loves the car so much. Yeah. Go ahead and handle the car stuff.
You handle the car stuff.
You know,
I
believe the gender roles to a certain extent. Like the cooking, it could be a team thing, or I can just cook because some guys don't know how to cook.
Definitely don't.
The laundry, like
I know I do laundry.
I can do a lot of like I see my mom. She does a lot of handiwork around the house.
Right.
But my father also does, like, she does the little things. Like if my mom tells you to hang something up and you don't hang it up within that next 5 minutes, she's gonna take it upon herself to hang it up. Right. But it's not like my dad can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said to a certain extent, because there's things that my mom doesn't have to do it. She chooses to do it, but she doesn't have to because my dad is here.
Right.
So yeah, do you believe in gender roles?
I mean, I guess because that's how my parents were. You know, my parents, like, my mom took care of everything, like cooking, cleaning.
But you live on your own, though, so how does that gender role impact you with your life right now?
I don't need a woman to do that for me. I've been on my own for 5 years. Like, I don't need a maid. I don't need a cook. Maybe a cook. But I don't need, like...
Maybe a cook?
Maybe. But I don't need it. I can go out and get food, and if I really, really have to, I can cook something up.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I feel like I know how to clean after myself. I know how to clean my house. I know how to wash clothes. I know how to take out garbage. I know all this stuff because I domesticated myself. Okay,
so do you think that because you've been on your own for 5 years, that affects the way that you how can I say this? It affects the way that you look. I'm trying to find a way to say it that it makes sense. Does it affect the way that you look at women when you try to go into a relationship? Because like you said, you don't need anybody. So how does that affect you when it comes to like relationship wise?
Well, I don't know because I haven't been in a relationship in almost 10 years now. An official relationship. Let me say that clearly. But
so how do you think it will affect you? Because like you said it. You said
I think what what I have to do. I have to be a willing partner to be like, you don't have to do this. If she wants to handle it, let her handle it. But that's gonna be tricky for me because I have a specific way to do how I do my thing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like I might have a system of how I do laundry. She might have a system of how she do laundry. Mm-hmm. And she just might take mine and do it. You know, but she might do something that I might not like. Mm-hmm. You know, like I'll give you an example. One time I was kicking it with a girl, and you know we got very close. And one day I came up from the gym and I had a shirt and I took it off and I left it in the bin. And in the bin started piling up. So she would come to my house and spend time with me, and she knew that the washing machine was at the corner. So one time she took all the bins and she washed my clothes. And I appreciated it. I said, thanks a lot. So then 2 weeks go by. I'm going to the gym. I'm like, I'm looking for my favorite gym shirt. I can't find my favorite gym shirt. So I'm like, hey, I said, in that bin was my favorite gym shirt. Have you seen it? She's like, was it green? And I was like, yeah. She was like, did it have like armpit stains on it? I was like, yeah. It's my favorite. It's been my favorite gym shirt for 2 years. I just cleaned it. It's good enough for me. Oh, I threw it away. I said, why did you throw my shirt away?
No, that's extreme.
Right. I was like, why did you throw my shirt away? She was like, oh, it just looked dingy. It didn't look right. It just looked like you shouldn't have it anymore. I said, I don't care if you think that I don't like it anymore or I shouldn't have it no more. You should have run that by me.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of like that gave me some trauma because I'm like, yo, I don't even want to deal with this because now you're just taking it upon yourself to throw something away. I know it's a shirt, it don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
But I still remember the story, so it kind of means something.
Yeah.
But it was just like, yo, like you didn't have to do that. And my thing is like, am I willing to let that power go to her?
Right.
Because that's the thing about living on your own. Any guy can attest to. Any guy that lives on their own, you do create habits that only you are satisfied with.
I mean, it's not even like living on your own either. It's just you as a person. Because I still live with my parents, and I still have a way that I do stuff.
Right.
And I feel like when I get into a relationship, it's going to be like, although I'm submissive, it's still going to be a challenge because I've been single like 8 years. Ooh. I know. I've been single for 8 years, so it's like I've been so used to doing things on my own that is like, am I going to be able to trust someone to do it the way that I want them to do it?
Right, yeah. And that's what living on your own or living with people that are used to you with, that's the tricky part. Does that just figuring that out last forever? No. Eventually you guys will figure out a system and it's going to work for y'all. I've seen all of my friends go through it. You know what I mean? But me personally, I'm not looking forward to that shit. And does it affect the way I look into relationships? Yeah, it does. Because I'm like, do I want this person in my space? Do I want to like sometimes I'll bring girls in and be like, why is everything all black? All right, girl, you gotta go. 'Cause now you trying to size my shit up. I like everything black in my house. Right. I don't care. That's what I dreamed of, living with my parents, living in that basement and saying, when I move out, I'm gonna have everything decked out like black. I don't give a fuck. That's my favorite color, and that's the way I live. That's
even the other day, so the past weekend I didn't have nowhere to go, so I gave my mom my car for 2 days. Right. I get my car back on Monday, and I'm like, yo, you only had the car for 2 days. Right. What happened? Like, and even the littlest thing is like that. I just like. Even at home, like my family knows, like, don't move anything. Yeah, I have things the way, like, if the lights are off and it's pitch black, I know how and where to find things. So when something goes missing, I'm in the house like, yo, why did y'all touch it in the first place? Like, I get it, yeah, you were cleaning, but you could put it right back. Right. Like, it wasn't bothering you, it wasn't doing nothing to nobody. Why is it moved? So I feel like that's also going to be...
I feel like once you move out on your own...
It's going to be different.
It's going to be not only different, it's going to make you even more strict about the things that happen in your space.
See, this happened after I came back from college.
That's what I'm saying, though. It's still somebody who moved it.
I know.
When you come home, like... I used to come home to my old house, like when I used to live with my family, and God bless my nephews. They were just, they were kids. They're still kids. But I would come home, my MacBook would be upstairs, my iPad would be in the kitchen, somebody's playing on my PlayStation, somebody's washing clothes. I'm coming home to noise. I go in my fridge, all my beer is gone, all my drinks are gone, because Junior got all the good shit in his fridge. Like, shit would just be so, like, everywhere, like a tornado hit my space. But, I love my family, so I'm like, what's mine is yours, and what's yours is mine, hopefully. But once I got my own space, and I come home, and everything is exactly where I left it at. Like, my MacBook is in front of me, my iPad is in front of me, the microphones, the PlayStation, like everything. You really don't want nobody in there to interfere with that. So, living on your own kind of does make you, like, super duper strict about things. And that's why I'm kind of like, I'm not hesitant to get in a relationship, but at the same time, I'm like, how is this person going to try to fuck shit up in my life? Because women, y'all do this thing where, like, y'all feel like y'all can just, like, better a man's life with certain suggestions. And I'm like, well, if you like them the way you liked them before, why are you trying to change things?
So why do y'all do the same thing to us?
I don't think we are as hands-on as y'all are, though.
Y'all do it in a more abrupted way.
We probably just say it how we think it.
Yeah.
Some of y'all won't say things. Y'all just start moving things. And I'm like, what are you doing? Stop moving stuff. I didn't ask you to move anything. Stop moving stuff. How about you run that by me?
What you doing? Stop moving things.
Like, I'll come home and then, like, all my black drapes are, like, light skin now. I'm like, yo, bro.
Why not be light skin? Why can't you say
beige?
Why can't you give it a color?
Fucking beige or whatever. Yeah. They're not dark no more. Like women do that. Y'all kind of like put y'all hand. I'm like, yo, sweetheart, you gotta relax. Like I didn't ask you to do that. I need you to relax. Well, I think no. I'm not asking you to fake in my house. I got this. You're more than welcome to be here, but you gotta relax. Now I get it. Guys do sometimes come in and say, oh, like we were talking about the other day, the hair thing.
Oh my gosh,
y'all. I don't like your hair that way. I'm like, I don't think you should be saying that, my guy. But I do see guys do that dumb shit like, oh, you need to stop going out, or you can't wear that in front of my friends, or do that. So I'm like, all right, I believe your insecurities and screaming. So yeah, on both sides.
What time are we at?
Yeah, we getting there. 56. Okay. All right, we'll wrap it up soon. But I feel like on both sides.
Let me tell y'all a quick story about what Gene just said. So Sunday morning, y'all. I gotta look at the camera for this. Sunday morning, I'm going to church with my mom, right? So my mom, okay, let me tell you a little backstory. So my mom has a thing where it's like, she don't really get to see me as much. So when she sees me, she likes to be under me, right? Mm-hmm. So like, if we're going somewhere and I'm taking a separate car, she always wants to ride with me. And I be feeling bad because like, she usually rides with my sister.
Yeah.
But whenever she gets the chance, she's like, "Oh, I'm going with you." I'm like, "Okay, that's fine," because I like to play her little favorite songs in the car. She said that she's like, "You always play the songs that I like in here," and I'm like, "Okay." So Sunday morning, me and my sister take separate cars because I have to go somewhere after church. My sister's staying, so we take separate cars. So my mom's like, "Okay, I'm riding with you," and I'm just like, "All right, let's see how this goes," because she always got something to say. My mom likes to examine my body as well. Like, she always finds something that she doesn't like. So it's either my nails, my lashes, my hair, something. So we get in the car, and as you can see, my hair is straightened. So she's like, "Oh, you're not going to put your hair up in a bun to go to church?" And I'm like, "No, I'm letting it out long." And then she's like, because, I have locks. I'm going to go back into my locks. But she's like, "Oh, so what if the guy that you're with say he doesn't like your hair?" I said, "What does it have to do with me?" And she's like, and of course this is all happening in Creole. And she's like, "Oh, no, you can't say that." And I'm like, "Listen, like, I'm going to respect my man. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to respect him.
100%.
But you're not going to tell me that I can't do my hair like this. Because if I tell him that he can't do this, he's not going to automatically just agree with me."
Right.
This is something we can have a conversation about. Definitely. You don't like the way my hair is? Okay, let's see if we can come to a compromise and see what we both like, and maybe I'll take that into consideration. But I'm not going to completely change my whole image for a man, because I've done that before, and look at me now, single. So I will not be doing that again. So yes, we can definitely talk about it. But I'm not going to completely change my image because you don't approve it. You found me like this, so obviously you like something. You know what I'm saying? And that's a conversation that I had to talk to my mother, because I feel like her mindset was still in those old days where it's like, okay, the man is, of course, my man is always going to be head of household, even if I make more money. But he's always going to be head of household, right? I'm going to have that respect for him. But we're not in those days where it's like, whatever you say, I have to do. No, that's a conversation that we're going to have. And we're going to come to an agreement. We're going to come to an in-between. You feel me, honey? My future honey, if you're watching this, we're going to come into an in-between. And we're going to, communicate. But we're not about to be in those old days where it's you say, I do. Whoa. That's not going to happen. Because I'm also going to have the same respect for you that if I don't like something, yeah, I'll bring it up. But I'm not going to completely tell you to just, unless it's not healthy for the relationship or it's not healthy for you, like you doing drugs or you out here gang banging. Right, you feel me? But if it's something else, we're going to have a conversation and we're going to come into in between. So I feel like me having a conversation with my mother, she needed that, because I don't think my mother realizes the type of era that we live in. Yeah. So I think I needed to do that. But that day I got so heated and I had to calm myself down. I was just like, you know what? She doesn't understand. Just give your parents grace. I had to give her grace in that moment. And I was just like, you know what? This is definitely a pod. I got to tell Gene about this.
Sometimes you give them grace.
But
sometimes your parents
you got to give your parents grace sometimes. But sometimes you just need to really because at that moment, I could have really exploded on her. But I'm like, you know what? Let me have grace. Let me have a conversation with her. And just explain to her, what's really going on, because we're not doing that. Right. But
anyway, men, try not to tell ladies what to do. At least with the
have
hair.
a conversation with us
hair part
and express it. Because you know why I think the hair thing is such a big thing? Because
I think you guys have trauma with hair.
it's not even about trauma with hair. Number one, y'all don't even realize when we have the different hair.
Right.
Number two, because y'all don't realize it, why is it such a big deal now?
Well, I think guys are honest.
How is it being honest? Y'all don't even realize when we change it.
But if the hair looking crazy, we gonna say something.
Yeah, I know that. But also when it looks nice, y'all don't automatically be so quick to give us a compliment either.
A lot of us are idiots. We don't know. We don't know the difference between a 1A and a 2A.
Well,
and
we
all
don't need
that
y'all to
stuff.
know that difference. But y'all
I know, but we don't. Well, some of us don't know the difference between like a bob and a shortcut and long hair and fuck locks and drug locks or whatever they call that shit. Whatever. We don't know the difference. We really don't know. We really don't.
I can't.
And we don't give a shit either. Like at the
I
same
know
time,
y'all don't. So it's like if y'all don't give a shit, then stop telling us to change it.
As long as it looks good and it looks nice, and at the same time, as long as you're happy with it. You like it, I love it. It's what it is. But we know how women are with their hair. They'll sit down 4 hours in a chair and get this hair done, only to be like, I don't like it, and I'm like, well, and then the guys will be like, I don't know what to do there, because if I tell her I like it, she's gonna be like, you like this ugly shit, and then she's gonna look at it, then she's gonna look at you crazy like, this nigga dumb as hell. He don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Blah blah blah, this and that. So it turns it's a whole shit show altogether. So that's why most guys be like, do what you want. Here's the money. Go take care of what you got to take care of. So it is what it is. But
well, anything else you want to talk about? That was a good conversation, though. Go
I
ahead.
do have one topic I wanted to talk about, and we could brush on this quickly. Do you worry? And that's for anybody. Does anybody worry, or do you worry that the fate of your future is to be unpartnered? Is that too deep?
That is very,
okay.
But it's okay. We could talk about it.
I can leave it for homework, maybe.
No. We could talk about it.
And the reason I asked this question because I was listening to something on the radio while I was on my way to work today, and I forgot what the guy was saying, but he talked about along the lines like, a man's purpose in life, family, pretty much family, pretty much what he was saying. And then I remember telling myself at 30, like, yo, at this age, I'm going to have a family, I'm going to have a wife, I'm going to have a house, I'm going to have cars, I'm going to have all this stuff. And then I'm like, I remember telling myself that at 30, but I'm like, I'm 40 now, and I have none of those things. I still have my immediate family, the family I'm born into.
Right.
But as far as like my own family, no. So it's like, I ask myself, like, is an unpartnered life gonna be my life? Even though I'm a man, even though I can control the situation, even though I can pick a girl and we could domesticate and
I was about to say, you could change it.
Right, I could, but the feeling is not there. I gotta feel it to do it. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if you're a man of many options or man of no options. If as far as a man, you gotta feel it. You gotta be like, I like this girl a lot. That I'm gonna fall in love with her, and we're gonna do what lovers do. That's why I asked. So do you feel that an unpartnered life is your destination? Or anybody out there who's listening to this, do you feel like your life right now? Because I know I got a lot of single friends, and I ain't gonna hold you. It's more women than guys. I know more single women than more guys. I swear to God, I would never have thought that in high school. Because in high school, when I daydream, I always daydream like, I wonder what my adult life is gonna be. I'm here in the adult life. A lot of my homegirls that I know.
So you're asking if everyone is meant to be married?
Yes, no, maybe.
I don't think everyone is meant to be married.
Right.
But
when I say partner, doesn't even have to be marriage.
So just a relationship.
A life partner.
I don't think everyone is meant to be in a relationship because number one, already the ratio is already off. There's definitely more girls than guys in this world, right?
100%.
I do not think that everyone is meant to be with someone.
Right.
That's just my opinion. Some people are meant to just be alone. Not everyone has to have a person. And that's and I remember me and you having a conversation not too long ago, and I was just like, you know, I like Jean said, I have a lot of older single friends, right? Mm-hmm. And I love them dearly. Shout out to y'all. I love y'all very much. But I don't want to be like that. Mm. Like when I was a little kid, like my mom, she got married at 27. I always told myself, oh, when I get 27, I want to be married. I'm 27 and single as hell, right? Mm-hmm. Which is fine. Like I'm not really stressed, but lately I have been questioning, like, have I been too picky? Did I miss my chance? I mean, not saying did I miss my chance, but like, did I give up too quick on a guy? Or do I have am I looking for the wrong thing? Like, you know, my tall bearded man, is my king short, right? Let's pray to God that my king is not short. But but it's like am I focusing? Oh, Alexa talking, what she say?
Alexa, you gotta chill. Yeah, we're good.
She playing a song.
Alexa, could you stop playing music? Thank you.
Am I working too hard where it's like I'm messing up on chances to actually, you know, go on dates and give these guys? Am I being too much of a
too picky?
A thug.
Yeah.
I've been called a thug sometimes. Am I being too much of a nigga, right? But I also think like within myself, if I really sit there and examine myself, I'm not ready to be in a relationship.
Right.
Because there's some things that I definitely have to like. And not saying I'm going to be perfect when I get into my relationship. But there's some things that I have to like adjust before I get into a relationship. So that's a whole different, you know, topic for another day. But I do think that not everyone is meant to be in a relationship or have a partner or get married. Do you think that?
I used to think there was somebody for everybody.
Right.
But the older I get and the more I see my friends who are not together, I feel like, yeah, maybe an alone life is going to be fitting for some people, and even for yours truly. You know?
So you think?
Because I swear to God, at 30, I thought at 40 I'll have a couple kids, a wife.
Right.
Something. And that's not even nowhere near the case right now. You know, I'm not even remotely interested in anybody, so I'm like, I'll ask myself too: did I mess up? Did I step into my whole phase a little too aggressively?
People out here getting 70 years old, getting married, so maybe you're
right. Yeah. So I don't know. Do I worry about this too much? Do I think about this too much? It's been on my mind lately, but I think the best thing I could tell people who are thinking these things. Don't overwhelm yourself with it. You know, your king/queen will show up. You'll know it. It's going to happen. And I know that's the normal cliche. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I know people get tired of it. It's the old verbiage. Everybody sucks. Like, oh, shut the fuck up. It's not going to happen. No, trust me. It can happen.
But sometimes you sit there, right? And like I said, like I'm about to say, no offense to anyone that's in a relationship or married with kids. And, you know, God doesn't create ugly. But there's some people out there, you really sit there, you like, yo.
How did they get this?
How
did they get this?
How? Like the other video was why. This one is how. Like, yo, what did I do wrong?
And again, I don't, and I read this in the book.
Right.
It sounds like jealousy, but jealousy is not always a negative thing. Jealousy just means that you desire what they want. That's it. It's
like, I'm not a hater.
Like, I'm not hating on you, but I'm happy for you, but I'm like, I want that for me too.
Right. And how did you get there?
How did you get there? Because,
let me know the steps, please.
Let's admit, fella, you ugly nigga. Like, how'd you get this? You know what I'm saying?
Like, I be talking to my mom, and I'm like, listen, there's some, you know, God created everything. Yeah. Shout out to God.
Trust me, I know.
But,
shout out to anybody. I'm not subbing nobody, but I know I have friends literally 4 years ago, we all in the same position. Making money, chilling, doing this, and then mind you, I'm making more money than some of these guys. I'm doing better. So I got this girl, I got that girl, I got this, that, and the third. Snap your finger, blink your eye. 4 years later, the guy who was next to me who didn't have that, nigga got 2 kids, got a house, got a business, driving nice cars. They taking on nice trips. He doing helicopter rides with his wife. He bringing flowers and shit. All this. I'm like, what the fuck did I do wrong? Because I was more up than he was. And now it's some hating shit. That's just life. Life is, you're ranked. It is what it is. You are ranked. I would love for this podcast to be the number 1 podcast, but I have to jump over 400 other podcasts to get there. But I'm cool with being number 400 right now. We rank each other. So at the time, I was the nigga getting this girl, that girl, this girl. He's coming up to me like, yo, Jay, I see you got the bitches and all that stuff, man. I'm trying to be like you. 4 years come down the line. This thing got 2 beautiful kids, running a business. He loves his wife. His wife loves him. And we're fucking helicopters with fucking roses and shit, man. And I'm like, I'm like, did I mess up?
Right.
Did I choose this whole life and did I overextend myself? Am I meant to be unpartnered?
Well, see, this and with me, it goes like, although I know I have like my self-esteem, at the end of the day, I know like I'm not as ugly as I put myself in my head. So it's like when I see my friends, getting married or in a relationship or having kids, and I'm just like, am I being too picky? Are my standards too high? Like, I'm happy for them. I love, even though they're not my blood nieces and nephews, but I love all my nieces and my nephews. I love my friends' partners, but it's just like, am I being too picky? What's going? Like, what did I do wrong? Did I miss the door? Like you said, did I miss the door?
Am I having too much fun? Am I
too independent?
Do I shut people off too much? Am I shooting the wrong people down? Am I not giving this person a chance? There's so many questions. So
okay, you said one thing. Are we? Cause I feel like with this one we can both relate. Are we shooting people down too fast? I mean, let me say why I ask this.
Right.
I know the initial thing is attraction, right?
Right.
But sometimes attraction comes after.
Right.
So are we not giving people the chance that they deserve because the initial attraction is not there?
Yeah, I think as society as a whole, as a fucking race, we're shallow. We're shallow. Especially black motherfuckers. We shallow as hell. Shallow. If you ain't pretty, or you ain't got a big ass, or you ain't got this, that, and the third, or if you a nigga, you 5'2", and you got a gut, or you out of shape, you ain't got no chance with this girl, that girl, like, you're automatically taking out the picture, but you don't know if that's your king right in front of you.
And you know what's...
And you don't know if that's your queen right in front of your face.
Oh, yeah. And we got to end. And I think the biggest thing for this generation,
Right.
even though we don't want to be part of the generation, but we're in this generation with this category, the problem that also causes us, which is why most of us are still single, is... Like, okay, I'll use your group because, y'all older. But, like, your group, the guys and the girls mess with each other so much where it's like, y'all don't want to intertwine that.
Right.
So that clashes because it's just like, I had a moment when I'm like, Jen, how about this girl? Oh, nah, she messed with my homeboy. And I'm just like, who didn't mess with... I'm like, who didn't mess with who at this point? Because, like, literally down the list, everyone messed with someone. It's just like, that's bad. I think that's also another thing. Because when our parents were getting married, not all of our parents, but majority of our parents waited.
Well, I don't know either.
You're right, because some of them probably lied to us.
I wasn't there. Yeah, I don't know.
Some of them probably lied to us.
I want to give my parents grace. I wasn't there.
But it wasn't as messy as it is now. It wasn't messy as what?
And that's just why...
That's my bedtime notification.
Yeah, that's why... Damn. That's why access, phones, apps, it fucked a lot of things up.
Yeah.
And it gave people an abundance of choices. And that's fine. You just got to be smart about your choice. But it did make the community smaller.
Mm-hmm. Way smaller.
Way smaller. So...
Well, guys, we're going to end it because we don't want to...
tired. Fucking 10:49.
We don't want to prolong this. It was great conversation. We
started picking up speed at the end, too.
I know.
It is what it is.
We'll pick it up next week. But remember, guys, we have a few events coming up, so be on the boards. We have we have Epic Tuesday every Tuesday.
I have my birthday coming up. We have that. That's jokes.
We have baddies, mimosas and baddies and mimosas.
Yeah.
That is June 25th at Lit 21 with Money Mike. Hit his page and buy or reserve a table. Pick, however that process
All that
is.
stuff.
July 4th is Compa Wave. Was it Compa Wave? Heat Wave. Compa Heat Wave with DJ OK. The tickets are on now. Go buy a ticket for that pool party. I went last year. It was lit, and I'm definitely going again this year.
Funny ass time.
And I suggest you guys go to all these events because you'll get to experience firsthand how girls be staring at Gene and hating on him. July 30th. It is our brunch. Please buy your tickets now.
Like I said, if you don't like the other events, come to this one at least.
And then we have Compa Code, August 20th. Buy your tickets.
If you was there last year, you saw how great of a time it was.
Listen, all these events are great times. Money Mike does good events. Smooth Keys does good events. Kev Music Band, CJ, DJ OK, DJ Vit. Who else am I missing? C's Carter.
Haitian Lover.
SB.
Epic.
Who's Epic?
The brand. Wasn't that Vit's brand? Epic Events.
Oh yeah. That's Vit. Epic Events,
guys.
yes. DJ SB, DJ Aggie. It's a whole bunch of them. Listen, support all of them, okay?
Please.
Danny Mix.
Yes. One day I'm gonna have all these guys in one fucking building. And we're gonna do something. We're gonna do something nice, nice brunch, nice.
Also, first of all, before we end, June has been the month of men.
Right.
We had Women's Month, so June is Men's Month. So shout out to the men. Also, June is no, it's not mental health. It is mental health. No, it's regular health.
What was you thinking, men's?
No,
health?
I'm saying it's men's health. It's not mental health because mental health was last month.
Okay, so men's health.
So that's also a big thing. I have been posting or reposting from this page that she's basically just giving you how to take care of your health as men.
God,
so
please
observe those posters.
Yeah.
We have a special men's edition. We had a women's edition, so we got to treat the men just the same way because they're sensitive.
Now, look out for that any specific date because the schedule is crazy.
We're gonna try to do it in June though, because but don't put your hopes up.
Don't put your fucking hopes up, please.
But yes, let's love on our men this month. I know our mothers do a lot for us, but dads only get one day. Just let the men have their day.
Yeah, let's not make it the 50th celebration.
Yeah,
I can't even name 48 other fucking holidays.
Just let the men have their day. Let the men have their month. Just love on your guy friends. Love on your boyfriends, your brothers, your cousins, your father. And if you don't have a father figure that has been in your life, just give them some love, okay? They need their flowers. Go buy them one rose because they're gonna let them die anyway and think they're fake. But buy them a rose and just love on them this month, okay, ladies? And on that note, thank you guys for listening to Hypothetically Podcast. I'm your co-host, Shelly.
All right. That's all right.
You want to talk about it?
No. That's definitely a sub, but that's all right.
All right.
The lesson learned, put the flowers in water.
Yeah, put the flowers in water, no matter what the color is. This is Hypothetically Podcast. I'm your co-host, Shelly. You want to say your name?
Oh, J-23. Sorry, guys.
Have a good night.
Come to the brunch, please.
Come to all of them.
Yeah, come to all of them, especially